All right, welcome again to the 100-day live guitar practice streams. I'm a beginner just trying to, get comfortable with the guitar. So we are now at day 35. So that's 5 full weeks. I'm pretty stoked about that. That makes me happy inside. I can definitely feel that, I've improved quite a bit in these 5 weeks. So just staying consistent, actually picking it up, every day, actually putting in an hour's worth of work. So it's paying off for sure. I can see it. I can feel it. I can hear it. So, anyways, thank you all for joining me on this journey, and I invite you to, also follow along on my practice streams, and maybe pick up the challenge yourself. Maybe pick up the guitar or start a YouTube challenge or something like that. But for now, let's go ahead and just learn some tips, learn some practice exercises that I'm going to demonstrate throughout this hour session here, and let's just see how much we can improve throughout this 100-day challenge. So today we're going to go ahead and get into some spider exercises, some different ones than we did a couple days ago. And then later on in the video, we're going to get into some diagonal climbs, which is kind of like a spider also, but it only has like 3 legs. But more on that later. First, we're going to get into the what I call the staggered spider. So rather than just going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, or if you go this direction, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Either way, rather than doing that pattern, it's going to be 1, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3, 2, 4. So let's go ahead and try that. So, and also this is with alternate picking. So. Then you can just go back. And then when you go back, it would be 4, 2, 3, 1, 4, 2, 3, 1, 4, 2. See, just like that. And then once you get back to the top, you can slide it to the 2nd fret. Do the spider climb, slide to the 3rd fret. Do the spider climb, slide to the 4th fret, so on and so forth. You can do it with all down picks. You can do it with all up picks. You can do it with alternating picking. But me personally, I'm working on my alternate picking right now. So. All right. That don't seem right. There we go. Second fret. All right, that's the staggered spider, going with the 1-3-2-4 pattern. And then on the turnaround, it's 4-2-3-1. So now we're going to practice the staggered spider again. And again, you can play with it in any, finger pattern you want, right? You don't have to stick with these two that I'm giving you here. So just now, first we did the 1-3-2-4 pattern. Now I'm going to do the 1-4-2-3 pattern. And right, you can mix it up however you want. You could do 1-3-2-4, 1-4-2-3. However you really want to mix it up. You don't even really have to start with one, right? You could do 2-4-3-1, 2-4-3-1, 2-4-3. I mean, you can do it however you want, right? So trick your brain, play with things. But the patterns that I'm going with are 1-3-2-4 at first, and now we're going to get into the 1-4-2-3. So here we go. Just again, practicing fundamentals right now, right? We're only on day 35. We're at 5 weeks in of playing, an instrument. After 5 weeks of, training jiu-jitsu, you think you're going to go to a tournament and get gold? Probably not. You think you're going to, after 5 weeks of training your vocals, get on stage at one of those singing competitions and win, like American Idol? Probably not. So, 5 weeks in seems like a lot of time. It's like, man, that's 35 hours or whatever at an hour a day. That's 35 hours, but in retrospect, it's, not a whole lot. You put in 35 hours after never touching a basketball. Another example, you really think you're going to be out there doing clean crossovers and, reverse layups and things like that after 5 weeks of touching a basketball? Probably not. So be patient with yourself, with an instrument as well. That's what I have to keep reminding myself. So, but all right, let's get into some 1-4-2-3 staggered spider drill. Then on the return, it's 3-2-4-1. A little sloppy there, but it's the frets that are the furthest apart, so those are usually the most difficult to get the hands spread apart. So again, don't beat yourself up. If it's a little difficult here, as you get down here, it might get a little easier. But I like to just do it across the majority of the fretboard just to get that practice and understanding that they are different. 1-4-2-3. Nope. 1-4-2-3. I was playing a little different there for a second. Always try to be mindful. Don't drift off into the muscle memory takeover. Sometimes it's not always 100% right. If you were just practicing a different drill, you still be in a different mindset. So 1, 4, 2, 3, 1, 4, 2, 3. Take a quick break here on the 7th fret. A little statement, a little tip. One thing I try to do when I'm doing this exercise is, when I'm done with the finger, try not to let the finger fly away too far. Like, here, let me try to do it from this direction. When I'm doing this, see, I don't want these fingers to be flying away like that far. I want to keep them as close. So they're coming off a little bit, but I don't want them flying way out when they're not being used. Try to keep them down and trained to stay close. That's what the other spider exercise that I did a couple days ago is beneficial for. You don't pick up your finger until it's needed again, and that forces the, strength in your hand and the memory and all of that to, train the fingers to stay low to the strings until you're needed. Stay low to the strings until they're needed. It trains in a subconscious way. So there's a lot of times where you're doing some of these drills and you're actually picking up a lot of things subconsciously that you don't even realize. So just stick with it. So we're down here on the 7th fret, going 1, 4, 2, 3. There we go. So that's another walk there with the staggered spider, I like to call it, because you're not just going the 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. When I mean 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm not just meaning staying on the frets 1, 2, and 3, 4. I'm talking about the finger pattern of 1, 2, 3, 4. You take it outside of the frets 1, 2, 3, 4. You take it across the whole, as much of the fretboard as you'd like to practice. You can go all the way down. You can go back up. You can just do the top 12. You can do, all 24 or whatever. So it's really up to you. You can switch up the pattern. Again, I did 1, 3, 2, 4 the first time, and then 1, 4, 2, 3 the second time. Then you also have the turnaround, right, where you just do the reverse of that, which is technically a different pattern. And you could also switch that up, and instead of doing instead of doing like 1 3 2 4 1 3 2 4 1 3 2 4 1 3 2 4 1 3 2 4 1 3 2 4, and then going in reverse, 4 2 3 1 4 2 3 1. You could start up here and do 4 4 2 3 1 4 2 3 1 4 2 3 1 4 4 2 3 1 2 3 1. And now that I'm down here, going the other direction, it would be the 1 3 2 4. So it's just the opposite of what I was doing earlier. And, again, it plays, a little trick on your mind. It's not exactly the same. So, if you want to switch it up like that, that's perfectly fine too. So yeah, that's that. Then just for a couple more minutes, we'll just play around with the staggered spider there until we get to the 20-minute mark. Once we get to the 20-minute mark, I'll switch into another spider exercise. But just for another minute and a half or so, just play around with the staggered spider. All right, just playing around there with some staggered spiders. And also, I'll be putting all of these exercises, in the comment section below. So I always pin the comment down there that talks about, what the exercises are, what the finger pattern is, things like that. So if you're kind of looking for a layout, since these are live recordings, I can't really go back and, do any, cool graphics or cool edits or anything like that. So check the comment section below for the understanding of, what today's exercises are. So now we're going to go ahead and move in here to the single string spider climb. So typically, as we were just walking, we were, going frets 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we were going, this direction on the fretboard. Then we'd come back up, and then we'd move a fret. Then we move a fret. Then we move a fret. Now we're going to stay on the 6th string and go all the way down. Then we'll come back up to the 5th string, all the way down, 4th string, all the way down, so on and so forth. So it's the single string spider exercise. So first we'll do the 1, 2, 3, 4 pattern. So as you go, again, for me at least, alternate picking. You can obviously, do all downs or all ups, however you want to practice your right hand. Again, feel free to take what I say, make it into your own. Get out a little Word document, get out a little Microsoft Excel spreadsheet, and kind of, take some notes. Adopt them for yourself. Use exactly what I do, or kind of take what I use and kind of adapt it a little bit. It's okay. Single string spider exercise. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slide 1 fret. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slide 1 fret. 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 Okay, back up to the top. 5th string though this time. See how I'm keeping my fingers down? At first, I was starting and I was just so you're just kind of like letting the fingers fly far away from the fretboard. Now, what I realized, what I was doing there was, not wrong, but from a technique that I heard another YouTuber explaining, a guy named Bernd, a German guy. I love that dude. He's so funny. Just having like the foreign or the German culture, in his videos, because he's speaking, doing his best to speak English. He does an amazing job at it. He does an amazing job at the guitar also. But the technique that he taught was to, kind of on the spider exercise, where you keep your finger on the string until it's needed again. That's where I kind of learned it from, was, Bernd. So check out his channel if you haven't already done so. He's amazing. He's super fast though. I'm nowhere near his level. But he taught me the technique of keeping your finger low. So now that's what I'm trying. That's what I just now noticed when I was doing the single string spider exercise. So I caught that, and I noticed that as we're going this direction, I don't need to pick up these fingers at all. If we were going the other direction, I have to pick up that finger, because if I don't, it'll obviously still stay the same note with that pinky down. So I would have to pick it up if I was going that direction. But since we're going this direction right now, I can keep those fingers down. All right. So just a little bit smoother and cleaner of a technique. It also allows you to have your fingers already on the strings, because like, let's say I was here and I'm allowing my fingers to fly away. Well, what happens if I need a bend really quick? Now that bend is all by itself. Whereas if these fingers were kind of already down, then you can use those fingers to kind of help out with the bend. So that finger doesn't have all the pressure. So it's another good reason to, again, keep the fingers down. Try not to allow those fingers to kind of just fly away and do whatever they want when they're not being used. They're still being used. All right, I think we were on like the 4th string. Okay, 3rd string. So there we are with the spider climb with the 1, 2, 3, 4 pattern. It's using all 4 of the fingers there. So now we're going to get into the same thing, but we're going to do the spider climb with a 1, 2, 4 pattern. So 1, 2, not using the third, and hitting it with the fourth. So again, I'm doing alternate picking. So when it's 3 notes now rather than 4, it gets a little different because it's down, up, down, and then on the next one it's up, down, up. So kind of throws things off a little bit with, the first one being 2 downs, down, up, down, and then the next one being up, down, up with 2 ups. It kind of throws things off a little bit with the right arm. So it's good training technique to kind of mix things up. Do some 3-note patterns as well. So go ahead and get into that right now with some single string spider climbs with the 1, 2, 4 pattern. And you're not really going for speed right now. I mean, you're always kind of pushing the limits, but we're going for accuracy right now. Okay, I'll go back up to the 4th string, 1, 2, 4 pattern. Ring finger's not involved right now. Yeah, that third stroke in there kind of makes things weird. 1, 2, 4. Okay, and now the 2nd string. Okay, and now the 1st string, 1, 2, 4 pattern, single string spider climb. Okay. All right. Just real quick here, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel so that way you can, follow my journey, see how well I become. And, maybe you too will get inspired and want to pick up the guitar, maybe learn a thing or two from the exercises I demonstrate and explain. And yeah, like I said, maybe you'll start your own challenge. Maybe it'd be a YouTube challenge, maybe it'd be a guitar challenge or a drum challenge or whatever challenge it may be. Maybe subscribing to my channel will inspire you to do such a thing as well. Then also comment below, please, to let me know how I'm doing. Any feedback is always appreciated. Also gets like-minded people, talking about music, talking about guitar, talking about, whatever you comment on. So I'll be sure to respond. So go ahead and comment below, and also like the video for me. That always helps and is appreciated to let me know that I'm doing, some decent quality work out there and that, somebody enjoys it. So that's always greatly appreciated. Anyways, I'll go ahead and get right back into the guitar. That's why we're here. So now let's do the single string spider climb with the 1, 3, 4 pattern. So Again, just kind of switching it up. First we did 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we did 1, 2, 4 just a second ago. And now we're going to do the 1, 3, 4 pattern. So now the middle finger is not involved. The second finger is not involved. It's 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4, 1. Oh, wait a minute. I'm doing single string spider climb, so it's supposed to be going this direction right now. So sorry about that. Let's start over. 1, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4. Okay. Okay, fourth string. 1, 3, 4, 1, 3. Using fingers 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4. Okay, now on the third string here, we've got 1, 3, 4. Fingers 1, 3, 4, 1, 3. Okay, now on the first string, 1, 3, 4, 1 string spider climbs. All right. I like to always try to when I get done on my last note, I like to either whammy it out or try to do one of those cool slides. Terrible at them both, but I like to always throw those in there so that way I'm, slightly practicing those every now and then too. All right, everything's going to sound pretty poorly at first until you practice it, not even just a couple times, but a couple hundred times, a couple thousand times. That's funny. All right, back into it. So we're on the single string spider climb still for, another 3.5 minutes or so until we get to the 40-minute mark. So we're just going to keep playing around with those single string spider climbs on the 3 different patterns that I showed you, either the 1, 2, 3, 4 pattern. We're using all 4 fingers, or if you want to switch it up and do some 3-finger patterns to kind of make your alternate up, down, up picking kind of different there, where it's down, up, 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 down, up. Kind of throws off the pattern there. So if you want to throw in some of those, you got the 1, 2, 4 pattern or the 1, 3, 4 pattern. Or again, make up any of your own, right? You can do even some 2 patterns if you really, really want. You can do some. I mean, if you really want, I was going a little fast there. It sounded a little sloppy, but you could do this. I mean, it's only a 2-legged spider walk, but hey, if you want to mix something up, throw something else in there, feel free. Right now, I'm just going to play with the single string spider climb. feel free to do the same. Now I'm basically just going in reverse. Now do 1, 3, 4 down and 4, 3, 1 back. Okay. Now we're on the third string. I'm going to do the 1, 2, 3, 4 again. And then on the way back up, I'll do 4, 3, 2, 1. So I'm going down one direction, up in the reverse, sticking in my main 3 patterns. Also, just doing these random fundamental drills, it also just kind of helps you, hear kind of what sounds good and what doesn't sound good, and things like that. So that way, when you're kind of, freestyling or something like that, you can kind of bounce back to even one of these fundamental exercises just to kind of throw in just a little snippet of it. Yeah, you're not going to go for 27 notes. That'll be boring as heck. But you could throw something in there just really quickly, for 4, 5, 6 notes. That could sound really nice. Now let's do the 1, 2, 4 pattern. We're on the second string here. 1, 2, 4 pattern. Go in this direction. We'll do 4, 2, 1, coming back. Now on the first string, we'll do the 1, 3, 4 pattern. Go in this direction, then we'll do the 4, 3, 1 pattern coming back up. Go all the way through the nut and just keep playing past it. All right, so there we go. So that's the single string spider exercise there. Kind of getting some practice in there. Again, just fundamental stuff, building finger dexterity, building muscle memory, things like that. So that way when it comes time to play songs, it's a little bit easier. It's not the first time we've ever had to do, a 4-note, walk sequence, or maybe a 3-note walk sequence where we kind of skip a fret at a time. That's when we're throwing in those 3 notes combinations there, the 1, 2, 4, the 1, 3, 4, things like that. So, but for now, we're going to now transition into the diagonal climb. So this is kind of like the spider, but with 3 legs, like I was talking about at the very beginning of the video that I was hinting towards. This is kind of like that. So we're going to do the 1, 3, 5. So I go 1, 3, 5. And now I'll go to the 5th string. I'm still using the fingers 1, 2, and 4. But I'm still skipping a fret. So now it's 2, 4, 6. Then I go down to the 4th string. So I'm starting on the 3rd fret now. So since I'm starting on the 3rd fret and you're skipping, it'd be 3, 5, 7. Now we go to the next string. It's like a diagonal walk. See what we're doing here? So now we're on the 3rd string, 4th fret. So go 4, 6, 8. Now on the 2nd string, 5th fret, 5, 7, 9. Then we're on the 1st string, 6th fret, 6, 8, 10. So see how we did that? Kind of skipping a fret every single time. Same pattern, then we go to the next string. Same pattern, next string, same pattern, next string. And it diagonally walks us, across the down and across the neck. And then you guessed it. We'll go, in the reverse direction, diagonally walking back up. So once you get good at that, starting, over here in this corner, again, you can always mix it up. You can start in this corner and go to this corner, or start in this corner and go to this corner. Mix it up however you want. It's good to trick the brain and things like that. It's like going to the gym and just doing, 10 push-ups every single day. Well, eventually you're going to plateau, right? I mean, yeah, it's still going to be giving you, little bits of advancement or whatever, but maybe not. You could plateau and actually hurt yourself. So it's good to go do something else for a little while, or, do a different style of push-up or something like that. So that way you're actually, working something slightly different. So that's kind of what we're getting into here. That's kind of the idea here. So it's kind of like a spider, but not. So we're going to go 1, 3, 5, 2, 4, 6, 3, 5, 7, 4, 6, 8, 5, 7, 9, 6, 8, 10. 10, 8, 6. Just going backwards. And did you land on the 1st fret, 6th string again, or did you accidentally land here or something like that? Meaning that you maybe skipped too many frets, or maybe didn't skip any at all. So always make sure you land back in the same spot, because if not, then obviously something in your climb was slightly off. So, all right, let's just kind of keep repping that out for a little bit here. So we got 1, okay. keep ripping out that diagonal walk. So it becomes like second nature. Just crack my toesies. I don't even know if I want to try it from the other side. Not so bad. Yep, like I said, picking another corner and going the opposite direction tricks the brain, so feel free to mix that in as well. All right. Okay. Now pick another corner again. Let's start on this end here. Whew. Starting down here. Maybe here. Nope, didn't land in the right spot there.
Yep, pick any spot you want. Just do the 1, 3, 5. There you go. Just continuing on with that. It's way off on that one. And sometimes looking at the strings from this angle and stuff, it's kind of hard to, be super accurate sometimes. Sometimes you might, be on the wrong fret. Then you get to the end and you know that for sure. So here we go. That one was right. That one was right. Really, you can even start here in the middle of the fretboard. You don't have to necessarily start at a corner. Again, we're just doing that every other fret combination. I call it the 1, 3, 5 because, starting here, that's what it would be. But really, if you think about it, 1, 3, 5 is just skipping. You could do a 3, 5, 7, or a 5, 7, 9, or a 7, 9, 11, or a 2, 4, 6, 4, 6, 8, 6, 8, 12. You could do it however you want, right? You pick any spot you want. Here, just skip a fret. Next string, 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 skip a fret. Go back. Next string, skip a fret. Next string, skip a fret. Next string, skip a fret. Right? So it doesn't have to necessarily start in a corner. As long as you're skipping a step or skipping a fret. I don't like using my ring finger there. Just talking to myself, just realizing something about myself and this pinky finger or the ring finger here. So, all right, let's do another couple diagonal walks.
Off a little there on that one. Let's try it one more time. See if I can get it right. End it down here on the D note, 10th fret, so that's good. There we go. Ended back on the 1st fret there. So that's good. That's good. That's exactly what we want, right? So that's going to be it for the day. That's a wrap for today's, hour practice session. So thank you again for joining me. I greatly appreciate that. If you haven't subscribed, please do so, so that way you can follow my challenge and, be inspired yourself to pick up the guitar, pick up any instrument, maybe start YouTube channels. So go ahead and subscribe. So that way it's easy to find my content again. And also comment below to get a community of like minds speaking. That's always great. I'll be sure to respond to everybody. And then always, if you can, like the video for me, help a friend out. That's greatly appreciated. So until next time, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and I love you. I'll see you guys next time in the next video. Till then, peace out.